Let's talk a little bit about this offense. You can't really tell exactly what it's going to look like this year, but it's going to look different than Browns fans saw a year ago.
Yeah, it really is, because you have really athletic quarterbacks, and you have the athletic quarterback, Deshaun Watson, and of course his situation is very much in question right now as we await this decision. But, I mean, let's put him on the field, and you're putting an elite guy, just a tremendous athlete on the field that gives you so much. It gives you a very gifted quarterback, but it also gives you a really gifted runner. And now you have Chubb, and you've got Hunt, you've got Dearness Johnson, and now you've got Deshaun Watson. I mean, that gives you a lot of fun chapters in your playbook that you can say, we can do a lot of things. And with the new invention or introduction of that RPO game, that run-pass option, he's the guy, along with the guy in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, but our guy would be really difficult to defend. And I remember when we played him a couple of times down in Houston, not the game in Cleveland. But when we played him down in Houston, he was really difficult to defend because you didn't know if he was going to run it or if he was going to throw it. And so it was hard to defend him, and it showed on the scoreboard.
The other thing that run-pass option will do that people don't always realize, it makes the defenders a little bit on their heels for both Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And if you're on your heels against those two guys, they're going to run you over.
Yeah, and the big thing will be the offensive line. And it's a great offensive line, there's no doubt about it. But it got dinged a lot last year. Very early, opening game, first quarter, I think it was, Jed Wills goes with that ankle, and that ankle barked at him all season long. Jack Conklin had a lot of problems last year, and they're hoping he's back. But you're right, the combination of those guys, a very athletic quarterback, and a really good offensive line when it's all together, they've got a running game possibility that is, I think, unlike any team in the NFL.
Yeah, and think about Deshaun Watson. He was doing really good things with Duke Johnson as the main guy, and Carlos Hyde. Guys, Browns fans know. Think about the upgrade in the running backs.
Yeah, absolutely. His last year that he played, of course he didn't play last year, but the year before that when he played in Houston, remember now, they were terrible. They were like, I think they only won four games, all year long. He was statistically amazing. He really, other than, if you didn't look at their team record, you would say that guy's an MVP candidate for what he did, how he played, how he single-handedly really had that offense, and they didn't have a good offensive line. He was amazing. Now you put him in this, and I would think, David, that that's really what, I know the $230 million probably attracted him. Yeah, that factored in a little bit. But I would also think that when they made their pitch to him, and the other contenders, Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans, and who knows who else, right? But if you took a look at those teams and then took a look at the Browns roster, you would have to say, football-wise, this is the best situation for him. So I know the money's great, and that drove the bus, no doubt about it, but the football part makes him sleep easier at night.